Chapter 9, The Mindset of a Very Successful Organization, Mentality. I want to talk about your mind. If you look at Lewis and Clark, starting off from St. Louis, okay, we're on this journey. We're trying to get to the Pacific coast. Think about it. We're putting together a party, an organization, an expedition. Okay? Now you think about what went into that expedition. First of all, it all started with their mind, the mindsets. I'm going to read from chapter 9 entitled Mentality. You can pursue life with either the rich dad mentality or the poor dad mentality. Poor dads, most of the people, exist from paycheck to paycheck. J-O-B, just over broke. The rich dad looks for long-term gratification. His mentality, long-term gratification, has him willing to wait the extra time for the bigger payoff. He does not consider the 3 to 5% returns or even the 10% returns on his money because this level of return is considered foolish to him and not worthy of his time. For example, look at how much money the credit card companies make on their returns. They would not consider doing business for 3 to 4% profit. Their profits are usually in the teens and higher. And today, we're looking at 25% and up. Instead of putting their money in the bank, they decided to create a business where they are the bank. This is the same mindset that you need when you're starting your business. Even though it will take a longer period of time to come to fruition, you need to develop a business with a higher rate of return. Do you have the mentality of earning 2 to 3% returns, or are you willing to wait longer for the 15 to 20% returns? Big business mindset focuses on long-term gratification. Unlike the poor dad who needs it now, the short-term mentality is why we have reached the financial shape we find ourselves in today. Give it to me now is the way a spoiled child acts. It is the way the baby boomers have been raised, spoiled. When you look at our business today, it's not about now making money this instant. Even though we have a wonderful promotion going on right now, and it ends at the end of this week, and you can make that promotional income now and help other people to make that income now. But the residual long-term gratification is what we are after. This is a mindset that we must change in order to go to the Pacific coast from St. Louis, as Lewis and Clark did. They couldn't go north, south, or east. They had to change their direction and go west, where nobody had gone before. You know, in network marketing, most people have not gone to the end and saw that beautiful coastline. They get in this business and they're out of this business. You look at traditional business today. Owning your own traditional business today takes time and money. Not to mention a high rate of failure, 97% within the first 3 years. These 3 problems must be faced by each individual who considers starting their own traditional business. The same success rate as traditional businesses or franchises combined with low financial risk is what makes network marketing so attractive. We call this risk to reward. The upside of this business is when it is worked right. The right activities. It is the ability to set you free from the money matrix that we were brought into at a very early age. The best income is residual income. Just like there is no business like show business because it keeps on generating income after the show is done. Reruns, which is a form of residual income. That is why long-term gratification from network marketing is well worth the wait. If you look at networks today, our TV, the stations, CBS, NBC, ABC, Fox, they are networks, and they generate their large incomes by making a small percent off of many. Today, we see people making an income off themselves, 100% off of one. Network marketing is about making a small percent off of many. A lot of people doing a little bit, not one person doing a lot. This is what network marketing is all about. This is what makes network marketing so attractive today. That is why long-term gratification from network marketing is worth the wait. After spending 1 year of steadily, full-time labor from January 2009 through January 2010, I had a foundation of residual income that is the best income of my life in the worst economic times. Being able to not only make the most money you've ever made, but to be able to make it for your children and your grandchildren. To take you around the world. Here's the clue. Mark it down. I treat my business as a big business, and it continues to pay me like a big business after only 1 year. Long-term gratification is not for everyone. This is why network marketing is for people who have long-term outlooks. When you look at the leaders that have stayed with the stuff, they're all about long-term gratification. Without the long-term outlook, people end up quitting before the business has an opportunity to become successful. Right before it becomes successful, I give up. This isn't going to work. If you look at traditional business today, if you look at those businesses today, there are a couple of reasons why they fail. Either the business runs out of money, or the owner loses their vision, or both. And network marketing is slightly different because success is dependent on vision and belief. If the networker loses his vision and belief, he moves on to something different. Most likely, he gets caught back up into the matrix and goes back working for someone else before he or she can experience the result of long-term financial gratification. The reason people are not successful in network marketing are they quit or they do not join at all. Another clue, persevere until you obtain long-term gratification. Look at the Empire State Building. How long did the investors wait for their payout? And were they looking for 2 to 3% on that investment? I think not. It took many years to create that skyscraper. And if you were to help onto that investment, think of how much that investment would have paid out. And how many times that investment could have been sold to other people and paid out. So network marketing is no different. If the mind is not repatterned in long-term gratification mode, the chance of being successful as a network marketer is slim to none. Patience is the key ingredient to long-term gratification. And most people today, they're not patient. Give me. No. I've got to have it now. To Michael rare. Because of the rarity of this mindset, almost all the people who are entering into network marketing field have to be trained or repatterned. This takes time and patience. Without this time invested into your new people, the percentage of success is very slim. Long-term gratification must be taught at all costs. One of the most difficult aspects of attaining long-term gratification is overcoming negative influences of your home and economics. One of the best ways to understand this is by studying the life of Andrew Carnegie, the United States' first billionaire in the early 1900s. Growing up as a boy in Scotland, he went from the good life to poverty in a few short years. His father taught him to make the most of his income off of small local business. This poor dad thinking served their family well for a few decades until the power loom put their town into poverty overnight. Luckily, Andrew was still young. During this time, they moved to America out of necessity. It was an embarrassment the family went through that inspired Andrew's mother. She became his driving force in the early years. You see, the father never recovered from the financial collapse in his homeland. His mother was a different story. She could not wait for the day she could return back to her homeland successful again. Because she was the driving force in his life, Andrew did not want to disappoint the one he loved the most. This is another reason that I did not touch. This is another reason that I did not touch on earlier in the book. The fear, F-E-A-R, of disappointing someone very important to you. If you look at the story about this little Girl Scout, her name is Marita. She did not want to disappoint her mother, so she won the Girl Scout cookie competition. The fear of disappointment is a powerful tool in certain people's lives. When you find these people and you find out who the person is in their lives or what it is in their life that they don't want to disappoint, watch them. They will excel their business in order to keep from disappointing that important person in their life. Today, we have a similar situation occurring, except we are not young like Andrew Carnegie was. We have a lot of stinking thinking that we must first deal with before we can be successful. I believe this is where it all begins. By crossing the Atlantic Ocean, Andrew's mother gave him the mindset that he could be a very successful person. He knew no different opinion. When you begin your business, you too must have this mindset. If you think you can succeed, you will. Changing your thought process does not happen overnight. That is why I teach an early morning class 5 days a week on excelling. To me, being ordinary is boring. And I am most happy when I am excelling. Everyone who has ever met me in life, who has been successful, was extraordinary in some way or another. They would not settle for mediocrity. Having fun is a part of the adventure. And without fun, I would stop pursuing my goal. I have to have fun. I am working hard, so I don't realize how hard it is. If you show people that you can have fun when you are building a network marketing business, they will not have a problem committing the necessary time to build a successful business. Committing time, and you must commit. If you're going to get into this business, I highly recommend that you commit 1 year. It's not like it's no different than any other business. You must commit at least a year to that business. It is essential when coming to learning about building your business. The more time you invest now, the faster your business will grow. Andrew Carnegie showed the power of the truth of this in his life because he worked harder than anyone else did. And he worked with consuming passion because he knew that one day he would achieve greatness if he persisted long enough. It's the same way with networking. Most people, instead of persisting, give up too soon. It is no different with anything worth getting in life. I believe life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness can be achieved through network marketing when you find the right company and leadership team. For Andrew Carnegie to succeed in life and achieve everything that he dreamed about, he needed a mentor, and a team networking follows the same principle, and the people who apply these principles the most will be the ones that truly are extraordinary. To take your life right now, to find an organization like we have right now, a vehicle, to find leaders like Lewis and Clark, and to get involved in their expedition, to hop on, to find a new direction, to change your mindsets. Instead of looking for a job, creating a job. This is what you need to do every single day. And before you know it, with that 1 year commitment, with all the wonderful promotions that are going on right now, to maximize everything you're doing in this business, company creates opportunities for everyone to excel. Bring more value to this company, and this company will bring more value to you. The X Factor promotion right now, I highly recommend. If you're going to go after this business opportunity, that you go out there and find somebody, enroll them in this process, and help them find their two. And those two people find their two. This week, you get the most off your opportunity. 4 times the first order bonus. Next week, it's going to be 3 times. In my belief, being an entrepreneur my whole life, I've never seen anything like it. Right now is the time to act. Do your due diligence like a successful person and act quickly and don't give up. You see, there was a book out there, and this man went to every city in the country interviewing the most successful people that he could find. And there was one thing that they all had in common. One thing. They did a little more than the day before. A little more. Today, most people, they do just enough. You hear the saying, good enough for government work. Not when you have your own business. You have to treat your business like your firstborn, your new baby. And the more you put into that baby, the more you put into the business, the more you'll get back later on. Long-term gratification. We talked about that. Children, long-term gratification. To me, it all starts with a mindset. Network marketing is a completely different mindset. Most people today have that poor dad mindset. Read the book, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. You'll understand this mindset. Today is a day for us to grab a hold of this opportunity and run with it. That is my recommendation to you. Chapter 9, part of Survival. I gave my all to this book. It is all about network marketing. I'm going to end this call. I don't know if there's any leaders out there, and anybody that would like to share when we open up the lines. Line is now open.